Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Teachogen's first episode in the series of Know Our Partners. Today, we are delighted to have the team of Clevered for AI and coding programs. So we will start first by giving you a quick introduction about Teachogen and the services that we provide, followed by Clevered's services that will be introduced by their team. So for the ones who are new to Teachogen and don't know much about our services, Teachogen is an educational digitization company that is committed delivering exceptional experience to equip schools, teachers, and students with creative tech tools and modern teaching strategies. We always seek to partner with the top companies of their field. And one of our services that I'd like to start with is our PD Academy. In our PD Academy, we aim to provide school teachers, university lecturers, and school leaders with the tech tools and strategies that they can use for the 21st century classroom. So we have digital classroom management course. We also have teaching strategies for successful learning. We have the pedagogy wheel, and we also have apps for every teacher. We have specialized training courses such as the IELTS teacher training. We also have trainings that are specialized in assessment and feedback. We have our series of courses that is dedicated to school leaders, helping them to lead their teams and their schools in the digital age. We have the Leaders Digital Toolkit and Educational Leadership in the Digital Age. We also have a variety of exam preparation services, including IELTS exam preparation, GRE, and GMAT. Our educational transformation services that target schools and education institutes includes educational consultation, e-learning systems, as one of our partners provide an extremely advanced and professional learning management systems for schools and universities. We also support schools in managing their students' life cycle. And we also have instructional design services. Whenever you have a course that you would like to introduce to your trainees or to your students and you don't know where to start, we are here for you to help you design your course. Our partners, Cluster and Clevered, who are our guests today, and we have also Seeds, and we are a proud member at Dubai Business Women Council. Language Cert, introducing English language examinations in a very unique way. And Energia SOI, introducing programs for students with learning difficulties. So after this quick introduction about Teachogen, we will give the mic to our guest today, Mr. Pratik, Ms. Shiksha, and Ms. Samreen, who are from Clevered's team, so that they can give you a better idea about Clevered's programs and how they can ensure better students' academic achievement and better future So, welcome, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you so much for such a wonderful introduction.
Thank you, Ms. Samreen. Thank you. It's a pleasure to have you today.
Likewise. So I'll just share my screen and we'll start.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Just let me know once it is visible. I hope my screen is visible. Okay. So Team Clever is over here with this course where we are empowering the teams with the help of artificial intelligence and data science. Now, let's just talk about this data science domain a little bit more. Now, whenever we talk about AI and data science, here are the four major domains on which we focus. For example, 20% of the course focuses on coding, the programming concept. We teach students Python programming language. Then, in artificial intelligence, along with coding, we talk about machine learning algorithms. Hence, the 20% of the course is completely devoted with all the machine learning techniques that we have. Now, in data science, once we have this coding and machine learning concepts, then we need to talk about a little bit of statistics, a little bit of mathematical concept as well. So in data and analytics, we analyze the data, we learn that how can we pre-process our data, how can we analyze it, we can understand it. And since we are talking about statistics, so maths also comes into the picture. Hence, these are the four different areas, four major areas on which we focus whenever we teach the students. Now, let's just talk about a little bit about Clever. Clever offers a tailored coding and artificial intelligence program for kids and teens from ages 8 to 16. Here is something that we are proud of, that we launched the first junior data scientist program where we prepared the teenagers to be ready for the digital world and artificial intelligence and data science. Now, in this program, we have several highlights. Once this, like for example, the benefits that we give to our students is that our curriculum is developed by the professors from MIT. That is the first and foremost feature. Second is that on the completion of every level, we have certain global certifications workshops. We are partnered with Google, IBM, and Microsoft. And once the student reaches a certain level, the students who are enrolled with us, they get the opportunity to attend these workshops and have the certificate. Now, the third and foremost feature is that students of our Clever team gets the opportunity, a free internship opportunity with University of Oxford professor. There, they learn that how can they understand AI in this real life world. They come up with a problem statement and they take their own time in order to complete that project. Meanwhile, time to time, they get the guidance to complete it. And then at the end, they showcase whatever they learned and how innovatively they can apply AI in a real life world. Now, we don't just take the students of Clever into consideration. Once the students are done with our course, then they have the 6 months of access with our AI labs, where they can practice and acquire all the AI related skill, or they can just revise whatever they learned in their previous level if they are taking a break. Please keep in mind that I'll come back to AI labs just a little bit, like maybe after 2 minutes. Now, here are certain highlights, certain milestones that we have achieved in past 1 year. Around the globe, at different times, in different newspapers, we have been featured. For example, in one of the papers, our first AI internship program with University of Oxford professor was featured. Then, one of the Business World magazines featured that we launched Asia's first junior data scientist program. Another milestone was that there was a student enrolled with Clever who got exposure with the University of Oxford professor, got a chance in an internship with the help of Clever, and then got a letter of recommendation which helped him in entrance of university in California. And we are not only talking about students who are teenagers or maybe going to college, they are done with the schools, but we are talking about students who are of younger age. For example, a 7-year-old kid got featured in College Time, which is one of the prestigious papers in Dubai, where she was the youngest child to complete the AI internship program. Now, coming back to AI labs, instead of telling about it, I'll just showcase. So this is our product AI Labs, where student gets a lot of benefit. For example, level by level, because nobody can learn artificial intelligence and machine learning in one day, we have several steps, step by step. They can just take step by step and acquire all the skills. For example, we are talking about the first and foremost level where they learn the basic concepts of Python. So every level has 12 classes, and each classes has been segregated on the basis of different topics. Now a student can go click on any topic. Suppose I'm talking about this first one. They can click on continue, and then whatever topics are there related to this particular topic can be easily seen. Now here, we are not just telling them to do the exercises or just read and practice it later. No, everything's are going simultaneously. Like, as you can see, we have certain short videos so that later, once the students are done with their classes, they can easily watch the videos and revise. Or maybe they can be prepared before coming to the classes, because these short videos have nothing but step-by-step guidance that how they can understand various concepts of this particular class and complete the code. Now, if we talk about the exercise screen, so here the screen is divided into 4 parts, where the top left corner has all the theoretical concept related to coding. Whatever project they're gonna make over here will be first explained in the concept section, so that students can easily understand what they're going to talk about. They can know that, okay, if they want to use any concept that they learned earlier in the previous classes, then they can easily go back and revise. Now in the practice section, they have the step-by-step guidance that what can they do in order to achieve this project, in order to complete this project. Over here in the coding part, we have the fill in the blanks, the code and fill in the blanks, where the blanks can be easily deleted and they can complete the code. And finally, they can see the output, or even if they are making the plots, then they can make the plots. Along this practice and videos, in several courses, we have the theoretical concept as well. For example, let's just talk about any higher level, maybe data analysis using linear regression. So we have the video, the small video, in order to give the guidance, and then we have these study material where student can understand the topic, have some graphical representation to easily relate, and all the concept related to that. Now, the story doesn't end over here. This was only the study material part. Now, they can, in the same from the same product from AI Labs, they can always join the class whenever it is scheduled. And after the class, they can watch the recordings. Date-wise, time-wise, whenever they attended the class, they can just click on that and see the corresponding recordings in order to practice. So whatever they learned during the class, whatever they could have learned if they want to read before the class, or maybe want to revise after the class with the help of short videos, everything is easily taken care of. Now, since we are on the same page where we can talk that, okay, how students can use AI labs, then let's just see that how the classes look like. Now, students, when they click join the class, they have the option, like whenever they want to speak, or they can just listen to it. Or over here, they have several options. For example, since only I'm over here, I can't give access to anyone. But when multiple students are there, then they can always share their screen. They can always express themselves with the help of several emojis, whether they are understanding or they have any questions or whether they are happy. And they can write on chat. They can write, they have their public chat and they can easily write and ask their doubt. There are multiple students. Now, if we talk about from the management point of view, then setting up the classes is also very easy, because all we need to do, that we can just create the meeting, select the teacher name, give the particular batch code, the subject, start date and time, and the duration, and that's it. Within just 2-3 steps, we can always create the classes. So this was a brief intro about the AI labs. Now coming back to the various features, let's just, like I already mentioned that over here, these are the benefits we give to our students. That is the global certificate courses and opportunity to participate in international hackathons and competitions, because they just don't believe that the knowledge should restrict it just in the classroom, or maybe whatever we taught in the classroom or whatever concept we mentioned over there in the AI labs, only the information should be limited. No, the students can always join various hackathons or coding challenges or quizzes that we arrange monthly, where they can test their skills, whatever they have acquired, and they can practice accordingly. Because it's not enough, right, that we can just simply learn one concept of coding and that's it, we are masters. No, whatever coding concepts we are learning, we should know that if we have one problem statement, then how can we crack the logic? And that's what Clever focuses on. That, okay, we teach them some concept, we give them some real life example, but then we ask them to just push themselves, to explore themselves and see that how much they can crack, how much they have acquired, how much they have gained knowledge. Now, along with these hackathons and quizzes, we have the Ask Me Anything sessions as well, where they can just join and ask any doubt related to AI and coding, because we want their holistic development. So along with the concepts, along with the projects that we ask them to make, they can always explore, they can do the homework and come back with their queries. Now, if we talk about the career options that artificial intelligence and coding open up, then there are a lot of options irrespective of the domain. We can always have some AI-based products developers. For example, we have AI-based drones. The students can become data scientists, where they can join some company and analyze their data and give their useful insights. Students can become software engineers, where they can make the products, their own firmwares and softwares. Then machine learning researcher, where with the help of the machine learning concept, they can come up with some new insights. For example, they want to detect that whether maybe if I am talking about a drug, so will it be able to benefit any human or not? Like that. Then the last and the most important thing, we can have a lot of entrepreneurs and startup founders just with the help of AI-based system, just with an idea. Now, going ahead, I already talked about that our curriculum is very much curated and made with MIT professors. Here is a quick glimpse at what we teach. As I mentioned, that we start teaching the children from the age of 6 years. Like a 6 years old child can get enrolled with us and have the most and just grab the concept in most simplified manner. For that, these are the different programs, having different levels, and these are the topics that we cover in each level. For example, the first and foremost program is Younger Coder programs. That has 3 levels, and each level is comprised of 12 classes. Slowly and gradually, with a lot of practice exercises and a lot of projects, students understand that, okay, this is how I have one problem statement and I can apply the logic, think of its solution, and get the job done. Now, we have made sure that it's not that we are just telling about maybe coding in Scratch or coding in Python, but also we are telling them about various concepts like 2D coordinates or geometries or variables, or how we can apply maths in coding or science in coding, and so on and so forth. So, based on the projects, we tell them that, see, these are the different areas, these are the different domains on which you can apply them. Moving ahead, in the younger coder programs, the next three levels are programming using text-based, because the first three that I showed earlier were block-based, that is using Scratch. In text-based, they use small coding, for example, logo. They understand the concepts of angles and shapes and loops. And then they make, as they go further, they learn how they can make apps and make apps that are Play Store ready. Now, once a child is done with the 6th level, then he can easily enroll with various levels of junior data scientist program, the program that I was talking about earlier. Here, the first and foremost level is AI Foundation, where students first learn with the help of various activities and real life examples that what is the story behind the curtains? Like if I have an AI-based robot, I have a machine, or maybe I have Siri and Alexa. If I'm talking to Siri, if I'm asking about the temperature and Siri is coming up with the reply, then how exactly is it working? They can understand this concept with the help of some real-life examples and activities, just to have an idea. Then, moving ahead, the next step is Junior AI Beginners, which has 3 levels, where they can grasp all the Python programming concept. They learn that how they can use various concepts of Python in order to make projects, different types of projects. Now, Junior AI Wizard level 1, 2, and 3 focuses on the pre-processing or maybe natural language programming in detail with Python. Because it's a step-by-step journey, every level is connected with the previous one. That's why we have made sure that we have all the recordings, we have short videos, we have text, we have study material and an access of 6 months of data, so that they can always come back and check that what was the thing that I learned in the previous or previous level. As they'll go further and further, they'll be making various projects that will help them out in order to understand that how exactly we can make AI-based project in real life. Hence, if you want a child to get to be an intern with an Oxford University professor, then you can always associate with Clever, and we have this 3 months internship opportunity where top 1% of the students get selected. We have our own criteria. Students take some tests, international based test series, and then the top 1% students are selected for this opportunity. The students who are in grade 6 to 12 are eligible with this program. Here, we have a glimpse of the students who have made different projects. For example, there was a student, Nasser, who was just age of 12 years, and he made an AI-based corona symptom detector, because that is something which everybody knew in the last year. Then Richard Serju was 14 years old. He made a Wikipedia for disabled. So these are the students who grasped their various concepts of AI and machine learning by learning with Clever, and then came up with their own idea that, okay, I want to work on this project, on this real life, because these are some of the real life problems, real life examples. And then they worked on it and made the final project. So I think that's it. That's all from my end. This was I just tried to give a brief intro about Clever.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Ms. Samreen. We really enjoyed the session, and well, to be honest, this comes from personal experience. Your courses are amazing, and they actually develop the students' technological skills and promote them to be ready for the future, because coding is the language of the future now. So thank you very much for such an informative presentation. Now let's see if we have any questions on YouTube. Okay, let's check quickly. Okay, so so far we have no questions. So I believe that bringing the Clevered to the MENA region would promote the AI and coding field in the region, and we would be more than happy to cooperate with you and with all schools in the MENA region to provide them with whatever they need and facilitate having Clevered's courses in their schools. And of course, if there's like, if you're interested in knowing more about the courses, knowing more about the curriculum, having exclusive offers from Teachogen, we would be more than happy to provide you with that. All you have to do is send us an email at info@teachogen.com, and we will be there for you, supporting you during every step until your students are equipped with the AI and coding skills that they need for their future. Thank you. Thank you very much, Ms. Samreen. Thank you, Ms. Shiksha. Thank you all for joining us today.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for having us with you. It was a great issue. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you very much. So until we meet again, okay, next Tuesday, we are going to have another partner with us as a guest. So till we meet again next Tuesday. Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Yeah.